next set of videos is going to cover how you can use your toolkit and what to expect when entering either the auditorium or one of the breakout sessions in the VirtualWorks platform. Let's get started. The VirtualWorks Auditoriums and the VirtualWorks Breakout Rooms are all designed to allow for speakers and keynote addresses to happen to large numbers of people in a virtual environment. These environments allow for keynote addresses to take place either through an avatar-based system on the stage or in conjunction with the large screen streaming format capabilities that are in there. Let's take a look at what to expect as a guest when you arrive into the room. When joining a GBC auditorium or breakout room, you will be automatically seated and your movement controls will be disabled. This is to allow for easier control of the overall proceedings in this area, but also to not distract the people around you should you accidentally click on the stage or click on the floor and get up and move. Second, your microphone will be disabled. There may be instances where the speaker will try and enable these, but please keep it muted at all times unless you are speaking or addressed directly. When this is not enabled by the speaker, this should be disabled by default. Please again, be considerate of the guests around you and make sure that everyone has the same level of experience. While attending a session in the VirtualWorks Auditorium, you may see that the keynote address speaker will move from side to side, and if you wish to follow his movements, you may use your right mouse click button held down once and rotated to shift your camera position to look around the different areas of the room. If you wish to focus more on what is happening on the screen in a larger view, you can click on the magnifying glass to give you the full screen view of the speakers and their content. To return back to your perspective view, click the magnifying glass again and you're free to look around the room and the speaker as he walks up and down. There may be different types of talks happening. They could range from debates, social talks, multiple speakers, or one person on the podium. There are many different varieties of talks that can happen in the VirtualWorks Auditorium. In the VirtualWorks Auditorium, you will have a chance to interact with the speakers or panel of speakers by asking questions from time to time. This will not be done with voice, but will be done on a text basis and on one of the two screens flanking the main presentation screen in any of the auditoriums. To access this, you can simply click on the zoom in button, and if you haven't already, sign in with the credentials that you have used to create a VirtualWorks account. You will then be greeted with the VirtualWorks Q&A session, where you can then click to add a new post, title your post, in this one we will call it My Question, and type what your question is. Here we will call this Test Message. Once you add this post, it will be viewable by the auditoria, moderators, and by key other personnel, including the speakers and their guests. They can flag this for specific view and for focus, and if selected, will be addressed by the keynote address speaker in a live auditorium session.